All right, we're going live and I got to remove this banner, guys. So just give me 1 second. All right, let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. We're about to start rocking and rolling. I'm just making sure I'm doing a little bit of maintenance here to make sure I don't have any disruptions while we're going. And we're going to get pumped up right now. We're about to start. I'm just checking the channel, making sure I can see myself, things like that. All right, so perfect. All right, welcome to today's training. This was something I promised everyone on the training with John Garcia on Tuesday. And we're going to go over today how to mine for niche products and how to get ideas for niches, things like that. So if you want to like this video, share it if you can. Maybe somebody in your circle of influence can use this training. Okay, so first of all, thank you for being here, Groove family. This is Frank Salinas. I'm Frank Salinas, right? And we're going to get going over how to mine for ideas, how to get ideas for products, maybe a niche. And then I'm going to first start off with some stuff right now. Okay, great. You can see me, you can hear me. So I'm going to be checking YouTube and I got it muted. I'm going to be checking the chat. Bear with me. It's just me. John Garcia is busy with some stuff going on right now. So bear with me. We're going to get started right now. And so one thing I'd like to talk to you about, this is for GrooveKart, right? E-commerce selling 24/7. That's one of the beautiful things about e-commerce is you can make sales literally 24/7, round the clock, all year round. It's not like a retail store. Let's say you own a antique shop. Well, you got to be there at the antique shop to open the door, right? Or one of your employees, things like that, right? And first of all, thank you. Why don't you comment where you're tuning in from? Why don't you say maybe the state, the town, maybe the country, and let us know where you're coming from. Hi, Susan, Dwight, Annie, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. We're going to get going right now. So I want to give you an idea. E-commerce. How can you leverage e-commerce? Well, one of the benefits also of e-commerce is you can sell 24/7. You don't have to be there physically, right? Once you start making sales, generating profit, you can hire people. You can hire virtual assistants. They can be here in your country, in the United States, for my example, or they can be overseas. They can be literally anywhere. And of course, when it comes to that, vet them, test them, have them do things till you find the right person. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Ireland, UK. All right, let's see. Toronto, Canada. All right. So we've got people from all over the world. So there's Florida. All right. Yes, I'm going to be in Florida by the 9th or the 10th. I'll be on Florida. I'm making the move. So we got somebody in Miami. Awesome. So share this, like this if you can. Someone can use this. And I know we're going to give lots of value today. So what I was saying with e-commerce, right? 24/7 sales. You start making some money. Let's say you're a solopreneur right now. You start making profit. You start making sales. Turn around, reinvest that money back into your business. Get yourself a virtual assistant, someone that can help you. They don't even have to be physically with you or anything. You show them the ropes. Next thing you know, they're checking support for you. They're checking emails. They're checking your supplier, making sure everything's getting fulfilled. And then that gives you creativity time, more time, so that you can keep creating ideas, coming up with campaigns, things like that. Okay. So let me share with you why we're here. We're going to be here to give you ideas of how to generate ideas, mine for maybe niches and or products. And I'm going to throw at you a lot of websites, URLs. I'll probably put those in a little document and share in the group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, make sure you join the Facebook group. Just type in GrooveCM and you'll find the Facebook group that way. I'm pretty sure everyone watching is a member of Groove. If you don't have an account, go to Groove.CM and create your account, okay? And if you're already in the community, you're part of the Groove family, I highly recommend, if you haven't done so already, to upgrade. Why? Because soon, most likely, I think in February, we're going to a monthly membership fee to be upgraded. And with that being said, you're going to save thousands of dollars if you upgrade now, because right now we have the lifetime one-time payment option. And we also have, I think, 3 payments. You can split that up. So with that being said, we're going to get going right now. And first of all, e-commerce, right? We can sell online. We don't have to have a brick and mortar building. We don't have to worry about a lease. We don't have to worry about licensing and getting permits and all this other stuff. You can sell online with the power of e-commerce. So first of all, I want to mention, what if you're an influencer? I want to talk to you real quick right now. What if you have 100,000 TikTok followers? What if you have 750,000 followers on TikTok? What if you have an Instagram account with 600,000 followers or 50,000? It could be 10,000. What if you have a YouTube channel with 30,000 raving fans and you have some sort of influence where you have people following you, looking at your stuff, liking your stuff, sharing your stuff? Why don't you have an e-commerce store? This is a very simple solution. I guarantee you there's probably some stuff, some phrases you use, maybe a mantra, maybe some sort of quote you always say, or something, or maybe your brand is just cool and it stands for something. Like there's a guy I follow. He is like my online virtual mentor. Met him once, and he's a year or two younger than me. I love the stuff that he does, right? Patrick David. He has a YouTube channel, Valuetainment. A lot of you probably know who he is. He has a brand, and it just has the Valuetainment logo, right? He's selling through Shopify. Maybe one day I can convince Patrick to set up through GrooveKart. But that represents something. That his brand represents entrepreneur, the struggles, the wins, the daily rejections, the empty bank accounts, the working 18-hour days. So a lot of people in his community relate to that, right? And he's gone from starting from nothing from Iran, and now he is multi-millionaire, right? And our founders, Mike Filsame, John Cornetta, Matt Serralta, they all started with humble beginnings, right? And so we're here to help the Groove family go and take their business. Maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you already have a successful business. There's no reason why you can't plug e-commerce into what you're already doing. Okay. We have a good friend of mine and a really good friend of Mike Filsame, Paul Hoffman. He teaches people about how to fix their mind traps, right? And he has a huge following of people that are his customers, clients, and things like that. There's no reason why Paul shouldn't have an e-commerce store that has some of his best quotes, some of his best sayings, his brand, right? Because people want to belong. They want to belong to something, right? There's Maslow. I forgot the whole name, but this person Maslow, right? Philosopher and things like that from back in the day. One thing that we know we want to be is part of something. We want to belong. We want to be part of a community, that sense of belonging. So remember that when you are doing things with e-commerce, everyone wants to belong to something, right? So like I got this shirt, OG for original Groovester. I got where's he at? Oh, GrooveZilla down there, GrooveZilla over here. That's Groove. I want to represent Groove everywhere I go, right? And put my best foot forward. So think about it. If you're an influencer, what can you do? What can you offer that can make you more money for your business? So be thinking about that. We're going to, so I'm looking at some of the comments. We're going to go over how to mine for niches, how to get ideas for products. Maybe you already know the niche you're in, or you've already made up your mind. And so now we're going to go into mode where you're a small business owner, you're a solopreneur, you do affiliate marketing, you have coaching, you have training, but you want to do some e-commerce stuff. And let's say you've decided, Frank, my thing is so narrow. I don't want to do an e-commerce store with my brand or with my quotes or anything like that. I want to go into something totally different because I know a lot about it, but I'm not a coach at it. Okay. So let's just say you're an avid bass fisherman. You love bass fishing, right? I know I'm from Texas, so there's a lot of bass fishing that goes on in Texas. And you know everything you could think of about bass fishing, and you say to yourself, I want to sell bass fishing stuff, funny bass fishing shirts and bass fishing tackle and bass fishing this and this and that, right? So there's you that you already know what you want to go into, and then there's people that do affiliate marketing. They work from home. They make money, promoting ClickBank and Groove. Maybe you promote Groove and you're making full-time commissions with Groove. So, but you want to do something with e-commerce. So this is for you. So we're going to go over some things that we can start doing right now to start getting ideas for your store with GrooveKart. Now, with that being said, remember, if you're free, you get to launch one GrooveKart store every 30 days, and I think it's maximum 3. But if you're upgraded, you can launch a store every 7 days. Okay. So why would I want more than one store? I've seen people, they get into a certain industry, a certain, let's say, sector, niche, and they're blowing up bass fishing. They have already 10,000 followers. They're making 10 sales a day, and they're making, I don't know, 5,000 to 10,000 a month on that store. Well, they got a virtual assistant managing that store, and it doesn't cost them a lot. They found a couple of key influencers, or they're running a TikTok ad, and they're spending 1,000 and they're making 10,000 in profit. Let's just say, right? Well, guess what? Let's say that person is a groovester. He can turn around and say, man, let me just go ahead and try a different niche and see if that works. They put up a store, they put up a campaign. Next thing you know, it starts selling. And one thing you can do is take a look at this. You could get started by maybe setting up just a one-page product on Groove Pages, right? And then you can go to GrooveKart, and there's a widget, so you can sell it, but your page presentation is on something you made inside of Groove Pages. And then in GrooveKart, we have the widget so that you can sell that on virtually any website. Next thing you know, it starts selling. You're like, oh, wow, this is a good idea. I didn't even know nothing about this niche, and now I'm making sales. Now you can turn around and build out the GrooveKart store. So you technically didn't have to have the Groove store 100% ready before you start realizing you can make sales in this niche or in this passion, things like that. So but basically the main thing you would need is your product page set up and your checkout set up and the thank you page set up, and then making sure you have your support email and all things like that. So let's get started with giving you some ideas. Okay, I'm going to keep talking, and then I'm going to start sharing screens in just a second. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to a presentation I did for the Fast Start Marketing Lab. I'm not going to share that presentation because people paid for that. Upgraded members got it as a bonus. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some content from that and remind myself what I talked about, right? So think about what's coming. We have 2022 coming, right? And what can your customers buy from you? Well, they can either relieve some sort of pain that they have, or you can sell them something that's going to bring them smiles, maybe something they're passionate about. So you're going to bring them pleasure in some sort, or satisfaction, smiles, love, passion, things like that, right? So let me give you an idea of what I mean by that. So let's say you're solving a pain, an issue. A while back, David Lemon and John Garcia launched they did a training, and what they were selling was this little laptop thing, right? That it was a little tray where you could put your laptop, but you could, make it go up. So if you had a desk that was just regular where you sit down, you could raise it to where you could stand. And then you could use it on your bed or on your sofa, things like that. That was the gyrotop, I believe. So that solved a problem. That solved a pain point. That solved something where, excuse me, that was helping somebody, relieve something that they had issues with, right? So, and then when it comes to pleasure or joy or passion, let me give an example. Let's say someone sees something they love, a shirt, and it's a phrase, and they say, oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, I got to have that. So that's bringing somebody joy. That's making them smile. Let me give you an example of pleasure, of sense of belonging, of passion. Let's say I've been a grandpa for almost a year now. I would probably start buying grandpa stuff, right? My niece's daughter, she was born in January on the 18th. And so I'm like the unofficial grandpa, right? So I could use this shirt if I wanted to and say it stands for original grandpa, right? Or something like that. So that niche of family, sisters, brothers, grandparents, moms, dads, that's evergreen, guys. That's something I'm just telling you, that you can do. There's unlimited potential. There's unlimited opportunities just in the family niche. Why? Because Every day there's new babies being born. Every day someone's finding out, oh my God, we're having a child. Or, oh my God, my second grandbaby's, about to be born. And so you could build an e-commerce store all around just family stuff. Family stuff like love and about love, like, best grandma, best grandpa, I don't know, boy mom, things like that. So that's passion. That's something when they see that, they resonate with it, and they wouldn't mind wearing that on a hoodie, a shirt, or a water bottle, having it on a mug, anything like that. So like, this is an old mug, but let me show you. I have a bunch of stuff in it. Hang on. But this is, I don't know, see, it says Texas, right? And it's 3D. Okay. This, I like it. I have stuff in it, right? I use it to put pins and change and credit cards. It says Texas. Well, as you can tell from my accent, that's where I'm from, right? It's funny because I had some people before in the past saying, man, you don't sound like you look, right? Because I look like maybe Vato Loco, guy from East LA, but I sound like a cowboy, right? So anyway, those are things that people can resonate with, and they don't mind wearing it. They don't mind having it. Maybe it's a backpack. Maybe it's a laptop cover, something that they align with, something that resonates with them, that they're passionate about, that they wouldn't mind having because that's something that they stand for, or that's something that they agree with. So those are some of the things to be thinking about when you're getting started in e-commerce. You're solving a problem. You're relieving a pain point, a pressure point, something that's bothering somebody, or that could help them, or it's something that's gonna get them riled up, excited. They see it. Oh my God, I gotta have it. That's passion. That's joy. That's pleasure. Right? All of that. You're bringing smiles to people's face. You've heard it before. People don't like being sold to, but they love to shop. Right? I like buying stuff that I enjoy, but if it's like women's shoes, I'll be like, I'll be in the lobby, or I'll be in the car, because it's not for me. So I'm not excited to be around there shopping, right? So people buy what they like, right? What they align with, what they resonate with, right? So keep that in mind. So let's go back and listen. We're about to go into the new year. Okay, what's the world been like in the last I don't know, going on almost 3 years? It's been a little bit different, right? A lot more people are working from home. A lot more people are remote workers. They're working more from the office at home. They're working longer hours without having coworkers everywhere. Now, not everyone, right? There's people that got to be out there in the factories making stuff and delivering the mail and all that. But a lot more people are at home now. So think of that. Think of that. That's still continuing. Maybe you can capitalize on that and launch a product that might be related to something similar to what David and John did, where you're solving something that could be handy for people that are at home. Maybe you're getting into fitness and you found a company that makes a really cool, lightweight, mobile workout thing, and you can get them for $100 and you can sell them for 300. That's just an idea. I just made that up. But right now, a lot of people don't want to go to the gym, or their gym requires certain proof of documentation, whatever, and they don't want to do that. Well, you could cater to the industry, make them something that says, hey, work out from home with this whatever. You know what I mean? That's just an idea. So let's go to the next thing. I'm not sharing the slides because, again, this is for our upgraded members, but I'm just speaking to you, and I'm going to give you at the end, and after this presentation later today, I'll give you a document with all the URLs of what we're going to go over. Okay. So, like I mentioned before in the presentation I did for Fast Start Marketing Lab, people are home now more than ever before. Maybe you build an e-commerce business around that. Okay. So that's all I wanted to talk about. So listen, there's a lot more people that, the sales for Home Depot have been going up and going up, going up. Maybe there's people that want to do stuff at home, and I'm just firing stuff off at you. Maybe they want to, set stuff up in the game room. Maybe they're gardening more. Maybe they're cooking. Maybe they're improving the deck in the back of their house. All this stuff is stuff you can sell, right? And And you don't have to limit yourself to just the print on demand suppliers we have right now in GrooveKart. You can go, and I'm going to share with you an idea that you might want to do and think about. So one thing I can mention is don't try to appeal to everyone. So connect with, one segment of the market or one group of people or something like that. Now, you also can go broad. Let me step back. There's people I know, friends of mine, they're advertising on Facebook and they have no targeting. They're just targeting the whole United States. And the product they have might be something that resonates with 40 to 50% of the people looking at it. And guess what? They're just letting the pixel do their thing. They're letting the pixel do its thing and do the heavy lifting. And they have they have no targeting in their ads. And they're just blasting their ad, showing it to everyone in the United States or everyone in Canada. And they're letting the pixel do the heavy lifting. You can do that as well. But what I recommend, if you're first getting started, is to decide, how you want to go about it. And think about holidays. There's all sorts of holidays coming up, right? We got Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day. Then we'll have Mother's Day, Father's Day, things like that. So those are just ideas that I'm giving you that you can use. Like I was talking about earlier, the grandparents. Okay, we're going to start working on integration with ecom. That's going to be personalized stuff. I might just make a store and do it all for grandparents. And don't worry about, oh, Frank, but that niche is saturated. Guess what? If a niche you think is saturated, listen, there's competition, right? The ads are expensive. Let's not kid ourselves on Facebook. However, there's not just Facebook. There's Google advertising, Google display ads. You can do TikTok. You can do Snapchat. You can pay influencers manually, pay them through PayPal or something, and you don't need an ad network. You can get traffic. Trust me. There's not just, it doesn't stop at Facebook. You can do all sorts of advertising. You can do push notifications. There's push notification networks where, let's say you pay $500 and it pushes out and it sends a message to, let's just say, 150,000 people. And from there, you get a percentage of clicks. And maybe it's a product that can resonate with, more than half of the population. You might get a winner there. You don't know, but you're not going to know unless you test. So let's go back to what I got here. So be thinking about holidays. Now, here's another thing. Maybe you do a store, like I said earlier about grandparents. Maybe you do it for all family. And it's for husbands, wives, girlfriends, fiancés, sisters, sons, daughters. Okay, so I'm firing a lot of stuff away at you, but we're going to have the replay. You can go to the YouTube channel and type in GrooveCM, and you'll see this replay that you can watch over and over again. Okay. Now think about more evergreen stuff that you can do. You can do new moms, new dads, students, graduates, birthdays, anniversaries. What if your store was all about birthdays and you started putting up products all related to birthdays? You don't have to get very specific. Guess what? There's birthdays every day. Birthdays every day. And guess what? There's a little feature on Facebook. You can target people who have an upcoming birthday coming. And you can also target people and show your ad to the friends of people that have. So let's say in April, my birthday is 4/20, April 20th. You could make an ad that shows to all my friends, because let's fast forward and say it's April 7th. You could make an ad that shows up to my friends, a couple of weeks before my birthday. And it could say something like, this makes an awesome gift. And it says something, and it says something about Texas. Maybe, I don't know, let's just make up something. Let's say, I love marketing and I love Texas, or something like that. And it shows to all my friends. And my, one friend happens to say, oh my God, hey, Frank would like that, right? Let's say John Cornetta he sees the ad. He's scrolling through. He's like, I think Frank would like that. Next thing you know, John orders it for me for my birthday, right? And of course, he probably wouldn't do that, right? But no, I take that back. He actually gave me a nice gift a few years back when we first connected and started working together. But anyway, there's a setting on Facebook where you can show an ad to the friends of the people that have an upcoming birthday. You could build out a whole e-commerce empire just centered around birthdays. So let's see. Okay, so I'm just looking at the comments. So that's another thing to think about. Okay, so this is like, I mean, the possibilities are endless. The main thing is what I want to tell you is, and let me turn my phone back on, so just in case. I want to keep an eye on what the screen looks like, right? So the possibilities are endless with virtually almost any. I mean, it's just pick something and go with it, right? So you can do something centered around maybe, just a holiday, or something evergreen that never goes out of style. There's always new moms. There's always birthdays. There's always anniversaries. There's always men that love their women, their wives. There's always wives that love their husbands. There's always moms that love their boys. There's always moms that love their kids, love their daughters. There's daddy's girls, right? I mean, this is like, come on. It's like, pick something and go with it, okay? Now, it's best to focus on one niche or product, or instead of trying to be the Walmart to everybody, right? So, but I'm going to give you, a caveat to that, right? So like what I mean is by random stuff, like just different stuff. You got some socks, some Biden socks. You got a freaking can opener. You got a cat, bowl for food. You got a dog sweater. You have, it's just, they go to your store and they're like, what the, and there's just all this random stuff, right? Don't do that. Now I'm going to give you something to think about. How do you want to sell? Do you want one product for one niche? So like, give an example, what John Garcia and David Lemon did months back. That was one product, one niche. And it wasn't even one niche, really. It was one product that could apply to almost anyone with a laptop. So that's like, it was still broad, but it solved something, and it was just one product. So that's one way. So let's give you an example of one product, one niche. Let's say it's a weight bench, but it's super light. It's made of titanium, right? Super light. Titanium is light, and it's made out of titanium, and you can get them for $300, and you're going to sell them for $600. Okay. That's one product. That's one niche because it's in the fitness niche, right? One niche, many products. Okay, think about that. Okay, one niche, many products. What do I mean? Bass fishing. I'm an expert at bass fishing. Man, I can tell you anything and everything about bass fishing. Well, guess what? I know a lot about it, so I'm going to make a store, and it's going to be called mybassfishingpassion.com. Whatever. I just made that up. You have funny bass fishing shirts. You have bass fishing gear. You have bass fishing backpacks with funny stuff on it. You have water bottles. You have stickers that they can put on their truck, stickers they can put on their car, all, all related to bass fishing. That's one niche, many products, okay? So I know this is a lot of stuff, but I mean, just pick something, And guess what? If you're upgraded, what are you worried about? And I'm going to give you some more info on that. I understand if you're a free member and you got one store to work with for 30 days. I get that, right? But I'm going to give you something to think about in a second. One product, many niches. Okay? Now, check this out. Let's say all you sell is hoodies. All you sell is hoodies, right? Right now, it's cold. It's going to be cold in a lot of parts of the world and in the United States for the next 4 months, and in some places for 5 months, 6 months, right? Depending on where you're at. And even in the summertime, hoodies sell because there's people that are just freaking always cold, right? So think about it. What if it's just hoodies, or just stickers, or just t-shirts? Now I'd rather sell a hoodie than a t-shirt because there's not a lot of profit in a shirt. You can make it work, but you got to get creative. Let's just say it's all hoodies. And guess what? You make a store that's called, I don't know, groovyhoodies.com. Again, I'm just making up stuff. groovyhoodies.com. And you start with some funny stuff. You start with fishing stuff that's funny. And then you add in grandpa stuff. And then you add in mom stuff. And this is what I've done in the past. It still works. Now, some experts might say, no, you got to go focus. You got to do this. But guess what? You can also have this as a testing ground. Okay. I've seen this many times. I've done this. I have friends, colleagues that have done this. They have a store. I think I mentioned it before in one of the trainings. It was something like John's store, one of John's many stores. He had one that was like, oh my God, I love shopping.com or something like that, right? So it was just anything and everything, any niche you could think of. He had a shirt, a pair of shoes, and what else? Some leggings, or no, what do you have? He had some sneakers, high tops, hoodies, and shirts. There's like 4 products, but he would try different niches. That still works. You can still do that. What if you love your Rhodesian Ridgeback? You can make funny Rhodesian Ridgeback shirts. I don't know. Or you know a lot about dogs, and you come up with the store that says, groovyhoodies.com. You start off with something you know about, and then you start getting traffic, testing it. Then you know nothing about this, but you know it'll work because it's about grandmothers or moms, or I love being a boy mom. I love being a grandma. Or this is another variation. You can go wide. Like, let's say best grandma in Texas. Okay, this still works. God, this still works. Best grandma in Texas, best grandma in Florida, best grandma in California, best grandma in Chicago, best grandma in Pittsburgh, best grandma in Boston. I mean, you could, and this is all hoodies. And next thing you know, man, you got 10 grand coming in just from grandma stuff. Right. And by then, hopefully you've got some help. And then now you say, well, I'm going to test firefighter stuff. And it's a shirt, for firemen. It says something funny like, I don't know. I don't want to say any of them here. Or it just says, it says firemen. They call me when they get too hot, or something like that. Something like that. There's an old George Strait song. It's called The Fireman. Go look it up on YouTube. Not right now, but anyway, what he says in there is funny. But you could just do funny stuff. So you're selling grandma stuff, and it's working for just hoodies. And then guess what? You upsell them. You upsell them the mug, or you upsell them something that. And the beautiful thing about designs is when you make a design, if it looks good on a hoodie or a shirt, it's going to look good on a mug. It's going to look good on a sticker. It's going to look good on a laptop cover. It's going to look good on a water bottle. It's going to look good on a lot of stuff. So that's the beautiful thing, is once you get a winning design that does well, put that same design on the upsells and do at least 2 upsells. Maximum 4. I wouldn't go 4. 2 to 3 is the sweet spot for me. Okay. And so think about that. You called it groovyhoodies.com, and then you could test different niches, right? And find influencers. You send them $50 and they put it on their Instagram. Real quick tip. Let's say you reach out to 30, 40, 50 influencers in different niches, because you have 4 or 5 ideas for 5 different niches. You have them come back, and when you ask them, hey, do you do paid shout outs and paid stories? If so, how much for 24 hours with link in bio? Write this down. With link in bio. What does that mean? Well, if let's say I reached out to somebody that's called, Pug Universe, at Pug Universe, and they have 150,000 people that love pugs, and they say, I'll do it for $100 with link in bio. So what that means is they'll shout out your Instagram account, because if you're going to start building something, you want to have a matching Instagram and Facebook, a Facebook page, Instagram account for your store. You don't necessarily need it in the beginning, but if you start making sales and you want to get serious, I would do that. So they'll tag your store, and you can make them when they promote whatever, when they make the video or they post your video or post your mock-ups, it'll in the text of that image or the video, they'll say, get this awesome pug shirt today, link in bio. So the person looking will know, let me go click on the bio of this account, Pug Universe. And when they do that, they're going to see the link to your store. Okay. And if you have Google Analytics set up and connected, which you should, guess what? You're going to start seeing, oh, wow, I'm getting traffic from this campaign. And then you can get specific and make the URL with a specific tracking, so that I had this, I paid 3 influencers. Wow. Pug Universe sent me 7,000 visitors. I Love Pug sent me 20 people, and Pugs 24/7 sent me 3,000 people. And you can look at that through analytics. So I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff out at you, but this was like a bonus little thing that I mentioned on Tuesday, and I'm just doing this. You can watch the replay, no worries. So let's go back. So we talked about one niche, many products, okay, and then one product, many niches. So again, groovy hoodies. All you sell is hoodies, and then you upsell them the matching mug, for example, and you downsell them a blanket, or upsell them the blanket, downsell them the mug, something like that. And you can do a general store name like Groovy Hoodies. That way you can go and test many different niches. Or you can also do many products, different niches. So that's just, you're just testing whatever, throwing stuff against the wall. That I'd rather you do specialize in like necklaces, or specialize in hoodies, or specialize in stickers. And then you can test niches. That's a better approach than just a hoodie in the dog niche, a t-shirt in fitness, a mug in bass fish. I mean, you're just trying this random stuff everywhere. I wouldn't do that. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into some ideas. All right. So first of all, everything good? Let's give me some feedback here. Type something in the chat if you're in the comments if you're liking this training. And again, this is like just getting you to think, getting you to think about stuff. Now, look, I'm gonna show you something. My kids, we went to Five Below, right? And my kids like Five Below. Probably, if you have kids, they like Five Below. So my two older sons, they're 14 and 15. They said, "Dad, we got you a Christmas gift, right?" And they got me this, and it says equality, and it has all sorts of stuff on it, right? I mean, you could get inspired by this and make a similar shirt and freaking target the whole United States and see if you get people to buy it. I don't know. This is an idea. So Five Below Jazz, it's kind of like a dollar store here in the United States. I don't know where else it is, but everything's supposedly $5. But there's $8 stuff, there's $10 stuff, and anyway, so when you're out and about, you're at Target, you're at Walmart, you're at Macy's, you're in the mall. Just, man, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for ideas. Be open to it, right? I learned this from Wayne Dyer, and I'm still trying, right? Be open to everything, attached to nothing, right? So when you're out and about, you're running errands, you're going to Aldi, you're going to Kroger, you're going to, I don't know, Albertsons. I'm just throwing out different store names that I remember. You're going to Publix, whatever. You see somebody with a shirt and it makes you smile, or you're like, man, that's, I wouldn't wear that. That's pretty bold, whatever. You're always looking for ideas. You pull out your phone, you type in something, you take a note, or you take a voice, whatever they might be. Hey, look into ideas for pugs, or look into ideas, always doing that. So always be on the lookout. I think I shared this before. One of my best ecom stores that I had, that I sold, was on an idea from talking with John. He was doing something. I couldn't access the company because it was in beta. So I said, I'm going to find somebody that's going to do something similar, and I'm going to run with it. And I did that. I got excited. I built my store in a day. I launched it December 31st. Woke up the next morning. Holy, yeah, wow. And then went on that year to just blow it up. And John did over 4.5 times more revenue than I did in net profit. But I still had, let's just say I did really well. Okay. So, and that didn't happen just once. One time when I was still selling Teespring, and then I went into WordPress, and I had my own site, and it was a plugin or a theme called Product Pages. It doesn't exist anymore. But I made my own store, and I started selling stuff to EMT, paramedic, police, first responders, all that stuff, and then moms. And then I launched my first Shopify store. And I think I shared this with you before. It was one product, ugly, so ugly. Sure, the store was just hideous. And I didn't let that stop me. I launched it. I had already built up a fan page of, like, this is back when fans, meant a lot, and you could leverage the algorithm and having a fan page with 20,000 people and get a lot of clicks. Well, guess what? I launched something and I said, fan appreciation, get this watch free, just pay shipping. And I sold over 100 in that weekend. I set up the store literally in a couple hours. I had the idea. I did it. By the end of the weekend, I'd sold over 100. I was profiting about $3 a watch. I was drop shipping from AliExpress. So I made like 300 in a weekend, and I spent like maybe 20 bucks. This was back in during the Wild West, right? Back in the day. I spent 20, made back 300 in profit. Now, gross, it was like, I don't know, $700 something profit. But once I fulfilled the watch and all this other stuff. Anyway, sometimes you can have a hit, a home run, because you follow your gut. You follow the intuition. You get an idea, you get excited, keep following it. Go with it. Sometimes the best things happen when you're in the unknown. If you have a gut feeling about something, run with it and then launch it. Figure out how to get traffic. And I wouldn't doubt that when you get these hunches and you go with it, that you start having better results. Why? Because you're coming from a place of excitement. You're coming from a place where, man, I have this feeling about this product. Do it. Do it. I encourage, especially if you're upgraded at GrooveCM and GrooveKart. Why? Because you can launch another store later, every 7 days. So I encourage you to do that. And again, like I mentioned in the beginning, if you're an influencer or something, the first thing you should do, you shouldn't worry about grandmas or bass fishing or golf or hunting. No, if you're an influencer and you have an influence on one of these platforms, build out a store that's centered around your brand, your philosophy, and just do it. Okay. Why? Because people want to sense, they want to belong to something. So you might as well have them belong to what you believe in and have your tribe buy from you. Okay. So with that being said, if you have influence, you have a following, you need a store, an ecommerce store in GrooveKart, and it could be just your brand, and it's on a hoodie, it's on a shirt, it's on a water bottle, and maybe it's on a sticker. And you start with that. One design, your brand, 4 products, and you start with that. And then you can expand into other stuff later. And then if you don't have that influence yet and you're an affiliate or you promote Groove, or let's say, I don't know, you have a hair salon. You have a hair salon and you're good at SEO, but you really want your e-commerce. Well, then do it. And this could be this thing that helps you hit the ground running and do it, because you have your hair customers. You do 2 or 3 a month, and they pay you $3 or $4 grand for this hair, and you have a lot of time versus somebody that works at the factory or their truck driver and they only do this at night. Listen, go with it, go with your gut, and go for it. Okay, so with that being said, if you're enjoying this, share it, like it on Facebook and YouTube, things like that, and we're going to keep on rolling. All right, so let's see here. Let me know if you're enjoying this training, and let's do 3 questions. If you have a quick question that's not technical, like, hey, how do I install the Pixel? No, just, something related to what I've been going over. If you have a question, put it in the comments right now, and I'll take this time to answer the question if I can. And if I don't know the answer, then I'll tell you, right? So I don't know everything. No one knows everything. And anyone that says they know everything, I wouldn't get advice from them, right? So what do you have a question on? The first 3 people, I'll answer it right now. And then we can go from there. And I'm going to start firing off some ideas, some websites, resources for you to use when you're thinking of which way you should go when it comes to e-commerce. All right. So let's see. And by the way, if you are not connected to StreamYard through Facebook, go ahead and do that so I can see your name when we display the question and things like that. And yeah. So let's go to, let's see. Oh, so let me display it. So Byron asks, like the training, where do you find some of the things you speak about, like titanium benches? Well, I just made that up, right? So But let me give you something. Let me just dive right in, okay? And I'm gonna check I'm gonna check the questions here in just a second. I'm gonna share my screen. Are you ready? So let's go here and let's go to the window. All right. And let's add it to stream. And let's go to trending products. Okay. So here we are on trusty old Amazon. I'm pro entrepreneur, pro business, but I love small business. Amazon is humongous. They're huge. You can use Amazon to do your research, right? There's a thing here. You go to Amazon and type in trending products, and you can just see some of the stuff that's trending. Now, let me give you an example of what you can do. Who's to say you don't build something around a product that let's say you're a Prime member and you can get it 2 days. Let's say I'm selling these shoes, okay? And I'm selling only the white, I'm only selling the white ones. And let's see what this one's going to cost me. Okay, this can cost me $58. And I don't know if it's Prime or not. Yes, it is Prime. So let's say this. Let's say you sell them on your store for $88. And you have a Prime membership and you can get 2 days shipping. Well, guess what? You can order this. Okay, you can order this. And let's say you make a sale. You mark it as a gift and you have it drop shipped. And let this company, well, this is Adidas, so but you let Amazon deliver it for you and mark it as a gift, so they won't get any paperwork as to what you paid for it. And then in the gift, you can put a note: "Thank you for your business, GroovyHoodies.com." Okay, this is trending products. I would deliver and only try to sell things that you can get with Prime, so they can get fast shipping. Listen, people don't pay attention. They just want what they want. So if I order something that says best grandpa in Chicago, and I saw an ad and I clicked on it and I bought it, and if it comes through Prime, I don't care. I got it. Oh my God, what's this? I open it. Oh, this is my shirt. I'm not going to go reverse engineer and say, oh my God, somebody sold it to me. No, that's not how it works. People are just going to get excited to get what they ordered from you. So here's the thing. Let's see. I don't know. Let's do this. I saw a friend of mine mention something related to dog bowls one time. And so let's just use that as an example. And let's do, I don't know. I don't know if we can do Prime. I'm not logged in, but let's say this one. Let's just pick this one. Perfect. Okay. This is a Prime item. Okay. This is Prime. So let's give you an example. This is costing you $18.88, free shipping with Amazon Prime. What if you sold that for $39.95? Well, let's do the math. I don't know if you can see my calculator. Free shipping. That's one of your selling points on your store, and this is $18.99. So let's subtract $18.99. And if you don't see my calculator, I'm just doing it on my computer. Okay, so I just did that. I profited $20.96 from selling this item. And I flipped, basically, I'm flipping products. I'm having Amazon fulfill it for me. I'm marketing it as a gift. And guess what? If it starts working and I sell a few, I can go reverse engineer, look for this product on Alibaba and other places. And I guarantee you can find this item. Let's go. Let me click on it. I guarantee you can find this item somewhere on Alibaba for probably, I'm guessing, $1.99 or less. And then next thing you know, you start off with 100, you keep selling them, then you go buy 500, you reinvest your money. Next thing you know, you buy 1,000. Now you're getting them for 99 cents each or something like that. You store them at a fulfillment place, which eventually we're going to have Icon integrated to where you can work with Icon, but you can do your own research and find other people that can house it for you. And now you're fulfilling. You've basically took your money, reinvested it. Now you found it wholesale. Now you have 1,000 sitting in a fulfillment center, let's just say in Idaho or something. And now when you get an order, you can send the order to the fulfillment center, and you can do that with GrooveKart. It might be a little bit manual at the beginning. However, we do integrate with ShipStation now. So you can take the time to figure out ShipStation, and we're going to have training on all this, and you can integrate. Next thing you know, that fulfillment center you work with integrates with ShipStation, and now it's all integrated in the back office with GrooveKart in your store. Okay, so this is just a real quick example of, hey, how do I find a product like the titanium bench or something like that? I made that up, but you could use Amazon and find things that are prime, market as a gift. Now, don't do that forever. If you find something that wins, take that money, reinvest it, and find somebody that can do it wholesale. Or you can keep doing this. If let's say you're spending $50 a day and you're selling, I don't know, 10 a day. Well, you're profiting 200 a day, but you're spending 50, and then with everything after cost of goods and advertising, you are profiting 200. You're spending 50, and then your net profit after fulfillment is 200. Who wouldn't spend 50 to make 200? And then you say, okay, I'm gonna see how this goes. And then when you're ready to make your move, you start scaling. And what I mean by that is you start running ads on TikTok. Then you start running ads on Snapchat. And then let's just say, hey, I'm making 200 a day. That's $6,000 a month. I'm going to hire an agency to run the ads for me. And I'm going to take 4,000 of the 6,000, and I'm going to let somebody else run the ads, so I don't have to figure that part out. Because you don't have to, and I highly encourage you do not try to figure everything out on your own. I'm not a designer. I'd rather pay somebody and let them use their genius to design me a beautiful store, so I can focus on what I'm good at, is ideas, ideation, campaign setup, setting up what the bait or the cheese is, and then setting up the offers after they buy the front end and things like that, and related products and order bumps and retargeting and things like that. Hopefully that makes some sense. I'm going to stop sharing, and then we're going to share my screen again in just a second. Let's see. All right, next one. Let's see. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. Let's see. If you're an affiliate marketer, how would you fit an ecom store around that? Well, here's an idea. GrooveKart has the ability to sell digital products. Okay, let's say you're an affiliate for ClickBank stuff, work from home, make money online, internet marketing, digital marketing, email marketing. What if you made a free membership site, or you sell? Okay, you can get access to tons of private label and master resale rights. There's thousands of these sites. You could make a GrooveKart store selling these digital products, okay? And you're giving away, I don't know, these ebooks that, they could use for their business about YouTube and affiliate marketing, list building. You make a store, you make a marketplace, and they can get them there, and they can add these ebooks for $2.99 each. But then you put, guess what, on the thank you pages, banners to your number one making affiliate programs that they click on it, they get into an automated webinar. Next thing you know, you're getting 40% of $19.97, right? Here's an example. Groove right now is $19.97. And let's say you're upgraded, you make 40% of that. What is that? I don't know. What is that? $800, something like that. So you cater to work from home, make money online, affiliate marketing people on the front end through this thing where they can get these really good ebooks with full master resale rights, and they're buying them for $2.99. And next thing you know, you showcase your banners with like some arrows or something. Create your free account. Make a store like this. This product, this store was made with GrooveKart. Get your account below, and I highly recommend, or you make a video. Hey guys, this is Dwight Perry. Just want to say thank you for buying these ebooks and the master resale rights. Before you go, take a look at what I have below. It's my link to Groove. You should, I highly recommend you create an account, because Groove and GrooveKart help me create the store that you're experiencing right now. If you want to make money from home, if you want to work part-time after work and generate, 500 to 1,000 or more per month, blah, 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 click the link below. create your account, and you're going to see a special one-time offer. I highly recommend you take it and you speak for a minute or two. You created a GrooveKart store for digital stuff, and then boom, you're putting your banners. They're going to pay you commissions on the back end. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay, and then Dwight mentions yes. Now I got to check with Dropify. Let me just be honest. I haven't heard back from one of the founders of Dropify if everything's cleared up. So if it's not, you guys let me know. I'll get on it. We gotta, if it's not working right now, we're gonna make sure it is. You can use Dropify app to ship from Amazon. All right, so let's see. Thank you. Yes, Coach Ryan. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, I like this one. Jazz, hopefully I'm not messing up your name. What's the best way to sell branded apparel swag to a new TikTok following? We gained 7,000 organic in a month. Just create ads. Well, I would use TikTok. It's free. Make some TikToks with your stuff on. Now, you can elaborate right now if you can in the chat or the comments. Explain to me, because I might be having a brain fart or whatever. Branded apparel. So let's just say your TikTok is jazz against the world or whatever. And if that's what you mean, then you make some TikToks, order your samples, put it on, and make TikToks to engage them, suck them into your video, and say, if you like this, click the link in my profile and get the swag from my store. Okay. Alibaba does not. Alibaba's for wholesale. You can do AliExpress with GK AliConnect. Okay. Alibaba does wholesale now. They may have started offering some other stuff before, but when I used Alibaba before, I paid one of these suppliers, and they shipped my stuff to me in the United States, and I bought in bulk. To give you an example, some purses. Okay, so that's how that worked. They may have changed things. I don't know. Right now, GrooveKart integrates with AliExpress using the AliConnect app. So let's go back to share my screen, and I'm going to show you something right here. And yes, Jazz, by the way, yes, run ads, create a TikTok ad. It's similar. It's a similar layout to Facebook advertising, if you've ever done Facebook advertising. So let me show you here. Hopefully you can see my screen. Let me just double check. Share screen. Here we go. Add to stream. Now we're cooking. So this was, when I first shared with you, this was trending products, right? You type in, you go to Amazon, trending, okay? And you go there and you can see stuff that's trending. But another thing you can do is just go to most wished for. So these are the most wished for items. This can give you ideas of what you can make your store about. And again, you can do this whole Amazon Prime flipping thing, add your margin to it, and keep, 10%, 20% markup, 30% markup. Okay. If you have the perceived value, you can do this. So look at this: lap gear, home office, lap desk with device. I don't even know. It's so long of a title, but I mean, look at this little thing. Okay. This is $34.99. Okay. Free returns in stock. Okay. I'm just guessing. This can be fastest delivery January 6th. Okay. Now I wouldn't do this one. This one doesn't say Prime on there, so I wouldn't do that. But let's use this one as an example. This is Amazon Prime, right? It's one of these big one of these big mouse pads. Okay. So I don't know why I don't say Prime here. I might be missing it. But anyway, so you can go to Amazon. You can look at what's best selling. Look, most wished for, and this is most wished for, not best selling. Let me clarify that. But look, in office products, somebody's wishing for this printer. In video games, of course, the PlayStation. That makes sense. I mean, a lot of these make sense, but you can find gold in here. Look at this thing. Guess what I would do with this one? This is free shipping with Amazon Prime. It costs $16. This, I mean, look at it. They're giving you the content. Okay. If I own Shinark or whatever, or I'm just a reseller myself, but I have 1,000 of these in my Amazon fulfillment. What do I care if I'm making orders and I set the bar at $15.99? I don't care what you're doing. If you're marking this up and selling it for 30, what do I care? I'm making sales, and I don't have time to be looking to see who's flipping my stuff. I don't. If I'm selling this thing. So what if you sell it for $34.99? Well, let's do the math. I don't know. This looks like this could sell for $34.99. To me, it does. Well, that's $19 profit. What if you've got an influencer who has, I don't know, 150,000 moms following them because they do funny Instagram stuff for moms or something like that. Next thing you know, guys, you sent them $100. That 150,000 moms saw that a percentage of them, not all of them. You spent 150 to pay them to do a promoted post with a link in their bio back to your GrooveKart store. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know. Let's just say, thinking back at this store that I had with a friend of mine from Sweden, we were paying this influencer $40 a day for a post. They had 40,000 followers. Okay. We were getting 700 to 1,200 visitors from those 40,000 followers. Okay. We were making 20 to 40 sales a day. So would you pay somebody $40 to make 20 sales? Let's just say you found an account, and I'm going to pull out my thing. The profit on this is 19. Let's say we made 20 sales and it cost me $150. Well, guess what? $380 is what I would profit from selling 20 of them. Okay. $380. I spent $150 on one advertisement. I made $230. Okay. So that's $230. Now I kept in mind. Now keep in mind, I'm selling it for $34.99, and I'm having them sent as a gift from Amazon for $15.99. So I'm making $19. I make 20 sales. I'm profiting $230. Now, it's not going to be that every day, but let's say I have a good run. I find 5 or 6 different influencers that relate to moms and new moms. Well, $230 times 30, guys, is over $6,000. Okay, $6,900. Would that help you? Would an extra $6,000 help you and your family? Of course, Frank, it would. Well, there you go. So don't worry. Don't just think about print on demand. You can do this with Amazon. Now, it's going to take you a little bit of manual work, but guess what? If you're making $230 a day, you can afford to hire a virtual assistant for $4, $5, $6, $7 a day to fulfill these orders for you. You don't have to do it. Or you could pay one of your teenagers to do it. You show them how to do it. You micromanage in the beginning. You make sure they're doing it. You're triple checking. And then every day you just go through and you see what they submitted and do a real quick 10-minute glance at stuff. Next thing you know, after a week of doing it on their own, you trust them 100%. And then you just randomly hop in your account and make sure they're doing it right. And next thing you know, you're paying your 14-year-old $12 an hour, right? Because it's your kid, and they're happy. They're 14. They're making $12 an hour. They spend 2 hours a day. They just spent 10 hours for the week, and now they made $120. They can go buy Roblox and all these games, whatever they're buying, right? So something to think about. So let's keep on moving. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna remove this little thing here, and then let's go back to Amazon. So those are some ideas. You can go here, go to Amazon, and then type in bestsellers. Okay, and then you can look at that way. Now you can also type in like this. You can go Amazon best sellers, and then look, there's the link. Okay, so this is bestsellers in baby, bestsellers in clothing. Look, Crocs. I mean, look, battery. I wouldn't start a battery store because people can go to the dollar store, right? So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't start a store selling napkins. People can just go to the dollar store. Think of what's unique. Think of something that has some perceived value. They can't just go get it at Walmart, Target, Aldi, or the dollar store. Think about it in those terms. Okay. So with that being said, we're done with Amazon. Now, boom, here's one right here, Redbubble. Okay. Just go here, get ideas. Just start scrolling. I wouldn't even use the I would not even use the search bar yet. I would just go through here and see what's going on. And then you can go here and let's see stickers. And the reason why, now let's not kid ourselves. The profit on a sticker is not hardly anything through Printful, but they do stickers. And guess what? GrooveKart integrates with stickers. Stickers can be the carrot. Stickers can be the cheese. Stickers can be the bait, so to speak, to get them into your GrooveKart environment. You can get them into your funnel to show them the 2 or 3 upsells and downsells. All right. So here's stickers. And then guess what? Wow, look at this. I mean, this is not rocket science, guys. I'm a college dropout. I do keep learning, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm an autodidact, right? Self-taught, self-learning. I'm always growing. But listen, I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't have a PhD. I don't have a doctorate. I went to a year and a half of community college from Alvin Community College. Okay. If I can do this, you can do this. If Mike Filsame can do this, you can do this. If John Cornetta can do it, Matt Serralta, if anyone can do it, you can do it. Okay. You just need to push yourself, keep learning, keep improving, and implement the things that you're learning. Okay. So look, we're doing just stickers. What I say earlier, if you can put it on a sticker, what can you put it on? A hoodie, a shirt, a mug, a water bottle, a freaking laptop cover. I mean, the sky's the limit. Okay. So think about that. So let's see what's best selling. I don't know. What's what? I have no idea what that is. Radiate positivity. Well, guess what? I think you could agree right now more than ever, we need to radiate positivity, right? So, I mean, you could make a store that just is all positive stuff, all quotes. You get Earl Nightingale in there, you get Napoleon Hill, you get smiley stuff that just, you look at it, it makes you smile, right? A dog distraction. Hold on, I see a dog, right? I mean, this, you could add this to your store that is catering to and targeting dog owners. Okay. Just go here and look. What else we got here? Look at this one. This is funny. Now, I wouldn't steal their art. You want to get inspired and make something similar. Different font, different whale. There's no copyright on that. Now, don't quote me on that, but I mean, listen, if you do a different whale and you do different text, I'm pretty sure you're good. Okay. You could make a store based around people that love marine animals. There's whales, there's dolphins, there's I don't know, seals. There's an idea. Look, now it's suggesting me stuff. I mean, look at this one. Here's something. And you're just looking. My little sister, well, my younger sister, she's 10 years younger than me. I'm pretty young, right? So she's 10 years younger. She loves turtles. Look, this tiny turtle, he judges you immensely. I mean, you could make a spin on that and target people that love turtles. I can guarantee you in Facebook, there's an interest for turtles. Okay. Again, this is best-selling stuff. You're just looking around. Here, look. Worship coffee. Okay, the Dark Lord. I don't know what the Dark Lord is. I don't know if there's a movie or a show about that. But you could leave out the Dark Lord and you could make a shirt that's similar, change the people, change the font, and now you're going to test it. You're going to run a campaign maybe to a one product page. And if it starts selling, now you can build a GrooveKart store around coffee drinkers, people that love coffee. Let me tell you something. Coffee lovers love the coffee. Don't mess with somebody who's trying to get their coffee in the morning. Look at this one. T-Rex. There's people that love tea just like they love coffee. And again, I'm just giving you ideas. This is Redbubble. Let's type in something. I don't know. Let's go to stickers and let's type in, I don't know, cats. Because you know what? Me and John are building out my cat swag, right? So look at this one. You could go turn that into a graphic or something. So look at this one. I would love to, but my cat and I already made plans. Hello. Change the silhouette of the cat, maybe a fat cat or a skinny cat or a stick cat, and then put different font, different color, bada bing, bada boom. You're done. Now you look, me and John might use this, right? Not this design. We're not going to steal it from them, but we can go get it recreated. Okay. I mean, this is unlimited stuff. All right. I mean, we're going to leave it. Look at this one. Meow. Okay. Look at this one. Same words. I would love to, but my cat and I already made plans. Somebody just made it in a different design. You can do the same thing. Or it could be just really nice, easy to read font, and it just has cat ears and some whiskers. It don't even have the full silhouette. All right, that's Redbubble. Etsy. All right, you ready? And let me just check everyone's doing good. All right, you liking this training? Everybody's digging what you see here. I'm gonna just answer something I see right now. Frank, do you still use AliExpress? I haven't used it in a while, but if you're gonna use it, not on this training, but look for people with 95 to 96% rating positively or higher. Look for people with all green lights when you look at certain things in AliExpress. You'll see what I mean. If they have red text that is next to the shipping, I wouldn't go with them. You're looking for positive green, and you'll see what I mean when you go looking at the vendors in AliExpress. You want to see all green lights when you're looking to work with a supplier in AliExpress. And then I highly recommend, if you did a test and you started selling, I would have ordered that before you started selling, or the moment you start getting sales, I would order it and pay the $20-something to get it fast, to look at the quality yourself. And then guess what? You have the product. You can take your iPhone. I'm not an iPhone user, but you can take your Android or whatever and make videos. And now you got unique user-generated content that you generated with the item you ordered as a sample. Okay. All right. So let's get back to it. I'm going to start sharing again. All right. So here we go. So I'm going to add me back to the screen. All right. So Etsy, another beautiful one. Let's see here. And you just go to Etsy and you can look around, right? So now let's type in, I don't know. See, look, the moment you click Etsy, look, I just clicked in here and Etsy's telling me stuff. Encanto SVG, Christmas clearance, Glam Rock Freddy. I don't know what half of this stuff is. Encanto's a movie. I know that. Happy New Year PNG. It's too late now, but I mean, you could have been selling New Year's stuff, back in October. Okay. 16 wishes the moment you click here, it's starting to give you ideas. For you, it might show you something totally different based on your location and all that stuff. So let's just type in, we're going to go with cats. How about this? Type in anything you're interested in. I mean, funny cat. How about this? Funny cat shirt. Okay. So look at this one. Fluff you fluff and fluff. Okay. So look at this one. It says what? I don't know what that means, but whatever. So look at this one. So they're about to touch, right? So it's your human hand with the cat paw, and it's got the little heart in there. So that resonates with people that love their cats. Okay. Look at this one. I mean, that's funny. Don't stress me out. You target people that love cats. I mean, this ain't rocket science, guys. Look at this one. Easily distracted by cats and books. This is intersecting people that love cats and love to read. This is something John Cornetto touches on sometimes when he does training. And me, him, and a lot of our friends did a lot of this, and it still works today because a lot of people don't do it like they used to. Let me give you an example. Easily distracted by cats and football, easily distracted by cats and fishing, easily distracted by cats and memes. Next thing you know, you're reaching different people that can resonate and align with both items, both things. Okay, those are just quick examples. So go to Etsy, click in here without anything, kind of see what's going on, and then also type in stuff. So how about this? Funny, and remember, I don't know if you remember this or if you weren't on here. Funny cat SVG. Look, you type in your niche that you want, and you can buy with commercial rights. Look, Funny cat SVG bundle. Okay, usually these things come with. Look, it says it right here, PNG. What do you need when you're doing print on demand? You need the PNG. And guess what? Let's say you buy something for $1 and it's only in SVG format. You can go and type in Google SVG to PNG converter or something like that, and you can do it for free. Okay? So let's not overthink it, guys. Let's have fun. Okay, so I mean, let's go see what it says. Blah, 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 blah. Need this for commercial use. My commercial license is on sale for $25. So in other words, this person is saying these are for, excuse me, this is for your Cricut, right? That's a little thing you can do to make your own vinyl products, okay? But if you want the commercial license, you click on this. No credit required. Less than 1,000. Okay, so this person's, they're making money. Come on. They know what they're doing. You're paying $25 for the right to sell up to 1,000 of that. But if you go back to Etsy, there's a lot of people that will just include. Oops. They will include it in the item. Okay. Look, SVG bundle. Okay. Handcrafters. I don't know. Let's see here. Let me control F for commercial, and we're going to keep on going. This bundle comes filled with many themes and is perfect for stepping up your crafting game. This is everything you need to set up your print-on-demand e-commerce site. Okay? I mean, I don't know what else you need. I mean, look, just by looking at this, there's 35 cat lovers, mom, faith in Jesus, spring, motivational, mom, true crime, school. Now, remember what I was talking about earlier. We decided on. So let me go to the screen and talk to you. So remember I talked about earlier. You come up, you say, I'm just going to do all stickers, and I'm going to upsell them hoodies and mugs and t-shirts. Well, guess what? GroovyStickers.com, and again, I'm making this up. Groovy hoodies, whatever it is. You buy this bundle, and they're giving you all the niches you can go into, and you have all the designs. It's going to take you some time to set them all up, but you just work on, let's say, the cat stuff first. You spend a weekend, you turn off Netflix, you turn off the news, whatever. You tell your husband, honey, enjoy, your weekend after, let's say you hang out with your family New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day, a lot of people are just relaxing, right? Chilling, hanging out. Everyone's doing their own thing. Honey, I'm going to focus on this store. No problem, sweetie. I'm going out with John and the buddies to go to the marina, whatever. I'm making stuff up, right? So, boom. I mean, it don't get any easier than this, guys. It really doesn't. I mean, come on. So that's enough for Etsy. And let me know if you're getting some good value from this. Let me know if the wheels are turning, if you're excited, if you're pumped up. I mean, I get pumped up when I do this because I'm like, man, I need more time. I need to clone myself. And I think there's some kind of technology out there that can do that. If I could clone myself, I would, right? And because one of me would be working on this niche, one of me would be doing this, one of me would be, so I get pumped up and excited. Hopefully you're enjoying this. So now we're going to share. Let me close the Etsy stuff. Okay. And now let's go to one. Okay. So let's share my screen. Everything's still good, right? So now let's share my screen. Go to the window. All right. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So this is Teespring. This, for me, in e-commerce, this is what started it all. And let me remove myself from the stream. Wait, I'm not going to do that. Since I'm by myself, I'm not I'm not going to do it. So this, for me, with e-commerce, is what started it all for me. And I gave credit to Don Wilson. Someone knew him. He was a friend of mine. I was a good friend of the person that knew Don. Next thing you know, I started following what Don was doing. He said, hey, people were making a killing selling t-shirts. This was in 2012 or something like that. I started looking into it. Then me and John Cornetta started trying to do it together as a partnership, and we couldn't get nothing going. And next thing you know, we said, you know what, Frank, you do you, I'll do me, etc. And then we'll just bounce ideas off each other. We did that. We started selling. This was in 2012, 2013-ish. And it started for me, same as John, through Teespring. So you can go to Teespring and get ideas. You go to Teespring. Now remember, you're getting inspired. You're not stealing ideas. So you go here, look, creators, let's make things happen, design your own merch. So you just start looking. I wish they had a search feature, do they? So yeah, they don't have. So this is start creating, but look, discover creators. This is what I was going to show you. Click on discover and then just start looking. Look, this could be your idea for your e-commerce store. I don't know. Why not? You got funny shirts that are about hobbies. You got stuff that's patriotic. You have stuff with people's names on it. You start stuff, hoodies with people that love turtles, tigers, bears. Oh my, right? You do sports. You do LGBT. You do beer. I have a friend who his main e-commerce store is beer, and he's built this store up, and it's all funny beer stuff, beer expressions, beer quotes, beer shirts, beer hoodies, and all this other stuff. And he teaches people e-commerce. It's all about beer. I don't even know what hipster means. I'm assuming they'll be like, let's click on it. Stuff to target hipsters, right? Look at this one. I don't know. What is this? Bada bing. So hipster. Okay. So bourbon, one scotch, one beer. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Look at this one. Beer season. Okay. So that's funny. How about this? Remember we talked about coffee. And again, I'm seeing this for the first time. My blood type is coffee. You can take that same phrase and make a new design. Get somebody to make it for you. Or, look, now I say, you know what? I love coffee. I'm at Starbucks twice a day. Let me make my store for coffee lovers. And then you start getting ideas. You go to Etsy, you go to Redbubble. You start typing in funny coffee shirt, funny coffee sticker. You start gathering a few ideas. You go get them made, or you buy them from Etsy. Bada bing, bada boom. You're launching your GrooveKart store. So let's go back. I mean, what else is here? So this is like font related to Harry Potter. The reason I know this, my daughter, shout out to Angel. She lives in Dallas. She loves Harry Potter. And my middle son, Victor, loves Harry Potter as well. So look, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Okay. So I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I mean, this is just something that they said in the movie. Now you'd have to double check whether that's trademark or not. I'm not going to discuss that right here, but do your due diligence and don't try to sell NFL, St. Louis Cardinals or Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. Don't do that. You're going to get shut down. So let's see. Remember coffee. Look at this one. Hell hath no fury like this woman without her coffee. Come on now. So guess what? Here's an idea. What if you replace woman with grandma, boy mom, right? Okay, so hell hath no fury. You know, it has to do with I forgot the phrase, but basically, a woman scorned or something like that. So it's going to be female related when you do this. But again, we're talking about coffee earlier. Boom, here's the design. You just get new, a new design made, and switch it up a little bit. Let's just see. So you go back here. Let's look at beer. Okay. So look at this one. I mean, this is just funny, right? Somebody that likes beer, they might wear that to the pub, or they might wear that to the game because they love hanging out with their friends. They love tailgating, and they get a kick out of it. Okay. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. This is Teespring. Go in here, look around, get inspired. Look, funny. You might find a niche in this. Look, maybe your ecom store is targeting people that love reading. Look at that one. Then you just get a new design made. Okay, so that's it for Teespring. Let's go to another one. We were at Redbubble earlier, right? So here's another one. I don't think this one is as popular, but let's just say, remember I was talking about earlier about maybe doing something for families or something? Look, I just typed in funny dad shirts. You can't scare me. I have 2 daughters, right? And so you make one that says, I have a daughter, singular. I have 2 daughters. I have 3 daughters. I have 4 daughters, right? And you just make each variation, okay? Let's see. Let's click on this one. Rules for dating my daughter. You can't. And then on the back. Oh, yeah. So I thought there was going to be something on the back. So in this one, the rules for him is you can't date his daughter, right? So let's go here. And again, this is evergreen stuff I'm thinking of. Look, super mom. I don't know if you can do that because I think that's pretty sure that's against the rules. Wonder Woman mom. I wouldn't do that. But what about this one? I'm not a cactus hut. I don't know what that means. So let's just keep on moving. All right. Let's see. So this one, it's been done by everybody, but it's still funny. Farter of the year. I mean, father. I mean, it's cliche. It's kind of whatever, but people still buy this stuff. How about this one? So guess what? This you could target math majors, math students, physics people that are going to college. They have to take their basics, right? It could be just all college students. You want a piece of me? I know this because when I was in honors classes in high school and all this other crap, I remember this is pie. Well, guess what? A piece of the pie. You want a piece of me? I mean, it's funny. I like it. I got it. I'm sure everyone that's watching this got it. So you could make a store that's all targeting nerds or not nerds or college people or math majors or scientists. Okay. So the sky's the limit. That's Zazzle. Okay. And then what else we got here? That's Zazzle again. So I'm closing this stuff. Free pick. Okay, this is somewhere you can go to get ideas. So let's just say funny. I don't know. Say I'm just making stuff up. So look. I don't know. So you can do free pick, and you can just say so you can go here and you get artwork actually. So like you can say cat, and then you can go to free, and then you can click on whether it has certain specs. You can do that. This is just more like you're getting the artwork, and then you give it to a designer, and they put it together with your idea of the quote, and then make a design. Okay, so that's free pick. Next one, Creative Fabrica. Okay, this one I typed in earlier, bass fishing. So you click on this. Look, Big bass fishing. So lifetime license, personal and commercial use. You see that? Now, let's see. Need a full POD license? I don't know what this is. Buy for $1.30. Okay. So this gives you full license to do print on demand for this item. Let's do something else. Let's keep the theme of you're looking for ideas, you're looking for anything like that. Okay. Here's one right here. Life is better with cats. You can buy this one, right? And you can upgrade and then you can use it for your stuff. Okay. Commercial license. You see that? You can go ahead and buy it. I don't know what the buy unlimited. I don't know what this is. So let's see what it is. You go here, $19 a month. Come on. Can you get a designer and pay him $19 and he makes you, I don't know, 30 designs a month? I don't think so. So again, this is somewhere you can go. Like, we were talking about earlier, the inspirational stuff. So how about this? Inspiration, motivational. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I mean, look at this. Motivational swear words. You can dream it, believe it, build it. This is for artwork, like graphics for books or something. But I would get inspired and I could use this for shirts, right? I wouldn't necessarily use that design, but I could say, oh, yeah, I can use that quote, right? So here, okay, so look at this. This same designer, look at this. Here, fishy, 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 right? We were talking about earlier, bass fishing. That looks like a bass fish to me, a big mouth bass. How about this one? So this is for professions. Sorry, I'm already taken by super hot mechanic. Boom. So guys, creativefabrica.com. All right. Now, let's see what we got. All right. I mentioned place it before. All right. Vincent says you got me cranking. Okay. So place it. I highly recommend, listen, ask your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, hey, that thing you got me for Christmas, I really like it, but if you want to give me one more thing, I would love for you to, whatever. I'm joking. Listen, upgrade it, place it. Check this out. You go to apparel, okay? How about designs? You go to apparel and print, okay? T-shirt designs. Look at that. So you go to designs, apparel, T-shirt designs, and let's put in funny cat. How about just cat? Cat T-shirt design. Look. I mean, me and John Garcia can get some stuff from here. So, I mean, look at this. So now you can go here and let's do best selling. And look at this one. Cat Mom. If I click it, look at that. I go here. Let me remove this guy. I don't know. How do you remove it? And I'm just doing this on the fly. But let's click on this one here. Actually, you just double click. Look at that. Look over here, guys. Okay, that's nah. And next thing you know, you could do this and do different variations. What is that one? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I like this one. Okay, and then download. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's not. It doesn't recognize me logged in. So let me log in. All right, now let's download it. So you can actually get shirt designs. Being an upgraded member here at Place It. This is not our company, but it's so cool. I like this website. So let's see what happens. Let's see what it looks like. And give me 1 second. Download it. Let me see how it comes out. And that's solid. So it's solid, right? So I'm going to change the background to no background. Oh, here it is. No background. Now, guess what? I'm going to download it. Now watch this. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop sharing and let me go to Printful real quick and watch. Right here before your eyes, I just did this. So now I'm gonna log into our Groove Gear store, and here we go. So let's share. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are excited. So now watch this. So I'm in Printful, right? Okay, so watch. I just downloaded that design from Placeit. I go to templates, I go create product, and let's do women's clothing, and let's do all shirts. And I'm just doing this as a real quick. It's a Bella canvas unisex. How about this? A fashion. Now this one's 14, this one's 12, but this is actually a women's shirt. So I'm gonna go here, and hopefully you can see me, right? No, sorry. There we go. Now you can see me. My bad. Okay. So here we are in Printful. So you didn't see when I was logging in. So we're in Printful. So now let me start back up. So we're logged in here. So watch. I just downloaded this from Placeit, right? They give you designs. If you're upgraded, you can use these for commercial use. Now I'm going to Printful. I'm going to create this design. I'm going to go to women's clothing, all shirts. And now I'm going to women's fashion fit t-shirt. And now let's pick, let's just start with black to start. And then I'm going to go here, upload. And then I'm going to pick that one. I just downloaded it right now. And it's not, yeah, see, you see how that's not good, right? So I go back to Placeit, and now I download it. I don't know why I didn't download. Maybe I didn't catch it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so now let's go back. Now let's find it. Upload. There it is. I mean, it don't get any easier than that, guys. I mean, come on. So then I say, okay, well, let's do, okay, navy's good. Red. Yeah, I'll go with red. Actually, that's Independence red. Okay, I like that one too. Let's do hot pink. Hey, that still works. Look at that. Caribbean blues. Hey, that works too. Now, me personally, I don't like making more than 3 options as on my e-commerce stores. Why? The more colors you make as an option, people are people. People are people. And Dan Kennedy says, mean old Dan Kennedy says, that's what Frank Kern calls them, is, confused mind doesn't buy, confused mind never buys, something to that effect. If you give them too many options, man, there's so many people that are indecisive. They can't make a decision. So I like to keep it to 3 colors. Okay. So I might resonate with black. Always black is the #1 seller. And I might maybe do the pink, cause it is cat mom. Right. And I might, and purple or heather. What is this? Heather blue. To me, that looks freaking purple. But anyway, I might do those. Okay. Heather blue, hot pink, and black. I continue. And I'm going to add all sizes. And again, this is not a Printful training or anything, but now I got it, right? It's ready. I go to view, I go to download mockups, and lo and behold, look at that. I got this girl here, and then I got this girl. I don't really like having the faces cut off, but that's okay. For this training, just, and then you got these fashion ones. Those look really good. I like those because it just gets people's attention, and then you download them. All right. So that's Placeit. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any easier than that. Let's go same section. Give me, let me stop sharing. And then somebody type in the comment. Somebody type in the comment something I can search for and place it, and we'll do it just to get some interaction from you. Okay. And we'll see. First one. Come on. Somebody type in something. I'll type it in, Placeit. Pearl, I don't know what that is. Sorry, excuse my ignorance. So Pearl Hannon and Kim Sarsons, I don't know what that is. So let's type in and I'm gonna look at the comments in a second. Yeah, I still don't know what that is. Okay, so let's just type in fishing t-shirt. I mean, look. What does it say? I mean, look at that design. Debate buddies. Okay. Let's see. Okay, look at this one. And I'm not sharing. My bad. Trail hiking. Okay, so we got trucker. All right, share screen. Thank you guys. Now we're sharing, and I'm gonna add it. All right, here we go. So we're going back. Okay, so look at this one. So this, wait, there we go. So it says bite me. Okay, so let's say I made a shirt. I mean a store catering to the bass fishing. This would go right along that because it's funny. So it says bite me, and then you come in here and you remove the background, and you go like this. There it is right here. Anywhere you see gray and white check marks, that means transparency. That means it's clear. Boom. There we have the design ready to download. So let's go back. Somebody said trucker, and then I saw trail. So let's type in hiking. Oops. Hiking t-shirts. Okay. Look, hiking is always a good idea. I mean, from this, I could say fishing is always a good idea. And then you change out this image. You see what I'm saying? So like this, I don't know. How about this? So let's say, okay. Look, guys. I mean, I just created something. I could spell. Okay. And then I go like this. Bam. And then I go over here. I remove the background. Okay. And then I go and I change this to actual white. You see the difference? So you see the difference in that. I go in here. Okay. I download that puppy. And then we can go and use it. Okay. So this is real quick. Now let's go for trucker. Not much there, but let's say truck shirt. Let's see. Okay. How about, I don't know, dentist. I have no idea. Dentist. What is this? This is different stuff. Okay, so let's look. I'm going to look at the chat. Nature and wine. Okay, cool. There it is. I just saw it. Nature t-shirt. Okay. Let's keep life wild. See, I mean, look at this one. Beautiful design. I mean, I wouldn't do anything. I mean, that's ready to go. Okay. I mean, come on. This is save and love. I mean, you know, there's stuff here. What else did we say? Oh, wine. I guarantee you there's some wine stuff. Wine t-shirt. Not too many, but wine is my Valentine. Look, that would go perfect right now because Valentine's is coming. You know what I mean? Cheers bar. So, you know, or you could say beer t-shirt, and then you just replace. Look at how many exist. Okay. So look, this could say drink wine, save water. Okay, this one don't. This, you know, that's a play on the words here. Wish you were here. Wish you were beer. Okay, but change this out and make it say wine lover. Beer, wine is the answer. Like this one. I'm gonna show you. You change this. Okay. Now I don't know what's the wine glass. Oh, let's just do this one. Okay. Like that. And then you go over here. You type in, oops. Messed up. Okay. And then, I mean, come on, you're done. Look at that. And then you go here, hit the little checkerboard. Come on now. How easy was that? Okay, so let me stop sharing. So I hope, Rosemary, this is included in your placement. Sorry, I said it wrong. This is included in your Placeit membership. We don't own Placeit. We don't have any affiliation. I just love it. And you can go and make some free mock-ups. I don't know how many they let you have. And then you upgrade. It's like $89, $100 for the year or something like that. I highly, if you want to get into e-commerce, I mean, how it's just simple. I mean, and then the other one, Etsy, you go buy the stuff. And then the other one was Creative Fabrica or something like that. I'll get the list and I'll compile it for you and give you a little document. But how easy is that? Okay. So what else do we have? I didn't even touch on this other one. Okay, you ready for this one? So let's go. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see, RV Life. Chris, no problem. I see you're tagging somebody. A complete walkthrough creating a mock-up of design. Start finishing. Okay, so Terry, you said if you will, can you give us a complete walkthrough of creating a mock-up of a design start to finish? So pretty much what I did earlier, you go through placement, you find something related, you can swap out designs, swap out text, make it say something different, remove the background, and then you download it, and then you boom, you go upload it. And then if you rewatch this video in a little while, you can see where I quickly went through the process of doing it on Printful. That creates your template. You can go download the mockups from Printful, and then you can push it to your GrooveKart. And then if you're upgraded, you can upgrade to the placement. You can also get a free one. I don't know how many they give you for free at Placeit, but you can make a lot of beautiful mockups at Placeit. Okay, so let me share with you our good friend John Garcia's store, because he said he's working on it this weekend. He don't mind you looking at it. And let me show you. We're going to go to Tijuana. So, all right. So you see Tijuana, right? This right here, these mock-ups, where'd he get them from? You got it. He got them from Placeit. Beautiful, right? And these are from Printful that they generate for you. Look at this video, guys. I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to maximize it. Hopefully you can see it. So look at this video. Take a look at that. And I have it muted, but I mean, he made this video on Placeit. So, and he said he was going to, put a new video because that guy wasn't moving, but the leaves are moving in the background. So I like it. You got this guy, little Juanito. I'm just being stereotypical here. I can do that, right? Because I'm Hispanic. But anyway, so like this is, and never take me seriously. I like to joke around. So this is something he made with Placeit. Okay. So that is awesome. So let's see. What else do we got here? So these mock-ups, I just want to show you that he did those with Placeit. So if you're not upgraded, again, we don't get nothing from Placeit. We don't have anything with them, but it's just so nice. You can go look and type in print on demand mock-ups, and then there might be other ones, but Placeit's been my favorite. I found another one that it has the word mock-up in the title, but their options are not as many as Placeit. So, all right. So now I got one more thing, guys. I told you I was going to bring some value. And here we go. I'm going to share my screen. And let's share my screen and watch this. All right. So now I'm going to add it to stream. And there goes that, like you're in front of a mirror. And you see Tijuana, right? So now we're going to go to Pinterest. Now, Pinterest is a good place for ideas. Now I typed in cat sign, so this shows me this is a sign for cats, right? But some of these can be used as shirts. Look at this one. Life is better with a lot of cats. That's on a sign, but who's to say you couldn't just take this design and put it on a shirt? Okay. So this is now. Let me show you one. Let's put in funny cat shirts. Okay. Look at that one. Meow or never. So that's a play on words like now or never, right? So you could go and you could change the head of the cat and to be totally different, and then use different font, and now you got a brand new design. Okay. Now let me give you another thing. You ready? Are you ready? All right. This still works. I hadn't used it, to be honest, in like 7 or 8 months, but there's a Chrome extension, and it is called Pin on Top. So watch what happens. So I'm just gonna put in cat shirt. Now we got all these cat shirts. So now I'm gonna click on Pin on Top, and I'm gonna show the top 4 pages, and I'm gonna sort by saves. Are you ready? Okay. And then I'm gonna scroll down, and it's telling me it's loading, so I'm waiting. Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure. It's still loading. Okay, still loading. It's giving me 4 pages. Now, watch this. This is a free Chrome extension. You can just go type in Pin on Top Chrome extension. Now look, 8,010 saves, 1,764 saves, 900. So what does that tell me? These are the ones that I could start out with. Okay, so let's click on that. Oops, what happened to it? Let me click it again. So funny. So this, somebody saved this. No, this is. Hang on, where'd it go? It clicked out of there. So it. Let me do it again. It disappeared. So let's do 2 pages. So it's faster. So it's going to recrunch it, but you can see just from the preview that one was pretty good, and that'll give you an idea, and then you can show that to your designer or somebody you found on Fiverr. And so like this one, I found this humorous. Now this thing they saved it had more than one design, but even on this preview, I can see it. Look at this one though, 1,700. I could show this. Let me click on it. Hopefully it lets me do it. There we go. So I would send this URL to a designer or whoever and say, hey, can you replicate that? This is for dogs, but you could make it with a cat paw. Okay, guys? And so I'm probably losing. You have to redo it. So I would try to open it in a new tab when you click on it. But you can see how many saves. So if something's got 100 saves, 200 saves, 300 saves, that tells you that people love whatever that thing has to say, or they like the design, etc. So let's scroll up. Excuse me. Been talking too much without water. So anyway, so look, so I don't know how that ended up there, but like let's see what else. Look, 359 best friends for life. Sorry, I can't. I have plans with my cat. You see that? I am small and sensitive. Now, this is all based on what Pinterest is saying. Like I logged into this with my Groove Digital account. So I have no history on this account. So it's just gathering everything that is on Pinterest. So look at this one. Crazy cat lady. All right, it's 24 saves. Let's see. Look at this one. 59. It says Kit T, like kitty. You could target people on Facebook that love tea and cats. Okay, my fitness level is cat. I mean, I'm lazy. Okay, cat lady. So this is called pin on top. So if I go in here and I type in, let's see, come on, let's go back to Pinterest. This is throwing me off because now I lost the search bar. And there we go. So let's just put in here, I don't know, wine. Honey wine. Okay, and then we're going to use this, and let's do 2 pages so that we can save some time. And now, lo and behold, you're going to see in just a second who has the most saves. It might not be exactly what you're looking for. However, since we put in funny wine, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's genuine. Maybe. I don't know. So look at this. This has, look at this one. This is a perfect example. Should we drink wine tonight? Yes, A and B. Okay. So this, if you look at it, A is yes. The answer B means A, so that means it goes back to yes. C is B, which goes back to A, so this is fun. This makes people think, right? Someone offered me grapes, but I declined. I'm not used to consuming wine in pill form. So, look, what does this say? Corks are for quitters. You see that? This is a perfect example. So this is a cool little app. It's free. It's an extension. We did not write it. We did not create it. It's just called, just go to type in Chrome extension pin on top, PINONTOP. All right. So, that's a lot. And now let me show you real quick. This is another one that I just happened to come across while we're doing this training. Okay. It's called Snorg Tees. SNORG Tees. So let me just share it real quick and then we're done. We're going to wrap it up because I've been talking, and now my voice is a little scratchy. Okay. So this, I've seen it before. They sell nothing but typically like funny shirts and things like that. You go to snorgtees.com. You can search or you can go buy hoodies. Look, view all hoodies. And again, I haven't probably been here probably in a year or two. It's been a long time, so I don't remember being here in a long time, but I do remember the name of the site. Now, this is taking a while. Not sure why it's taking a while to load, but let's just go to, oh, look at that. Best sellers. Look, hang on. Let me click it again. Click it again. Best sellers. They're telling us what's selling the most. So look at this one. You matter. Okay, what does that mean? You're targeting people. You could target people that are scientists, physicists, people that are going to school for physics, chemistry, almost anything. I mean, anything related to the sciences, to the sciences. There's one. And so this is just something I just came across it because I was on Pinterest. And look at this one. This is the one that we saw in Pinterest that got us here. I found this humorous. It's funny because it mentions humerus, which is the bone that he has in his hand, and it's a cat. So you could target people that love cats and maybe people that go to college or they are scientists or they love reading. They might get a kick out of it. So anyway, Snorg Tees. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing. And my voice is about had it. So gin and wine. I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So yeah, genuine. I think that's what that was. Anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. What time did we start? We started, wow, I've gone 2 hours. So I think I'm done. I'm tapped out. Hopefully this is getting you excited for the new year. And I'm not going to answer any questions. I think we're good. I think I've given you a lot of things to get you going. Listen, just because it's the 30th, there's a couple of schools of thought here. It's the 30th. Let's relax. Let's hang out with the family. I get it. Trust me. I know life is precious. So take time with your family. But let me tell you something. If you have family that are like my boys, after a while, they don't want to hang out with dad. They don't want to hang out with mom. They want to go back and get back to whatever they're doing on Fortnite or Roblox or whatever else. So guess what? Movie time's over. We got back from the park. We went to the trail. We walked the dogs. We went to the movies. Now they're done with me and they don't want to hang out. So guess what do? I go and I put my head down. I rewatch this training. I get inspired. I set up my freaking GrooveKart store this weekend. Listen, let me just share something with you. I dropped out of college after a little over a year. In the beginning, when I was in school, I was hanging out with the wrong people. I was on the wrong path. I went to school. Then I started liking to work. I got used to the money. I dropped out of school. I was in a program in Alvin, Texas, south of Houston. It was the space station program. It was a partnership that my high school and community college had set up with NASA. My dream was to be part of the space station program. I messed that up. No regrets though, right? Because it led me to where I am now. I joined a direct sell company years later selling a dental plan. That got me excited about being an entrepreneur. That got me excited to believe in myself, to think that I could make a difference in someone's life other than just being a warehouse guy. I used to be a warehouse guy, box cutter. I used to sell. I used to be a purchaser, meaning I would buy products for the company. It was an oil field company. A friend of mine gave me a DVD. I got excited. I joined this thing. I started learning about buying leads. Then I started learning about generating leads from a person named Bob the Teacher. Bob the Teacher was a student of Mike Phil-Same. This was late 2005. I started learning about generating leads and this thing called internet marketing from a guy named Bob the Teacher, who's a student and customer of Mike Phil-Same, one of our founders. I started following Mike's stuff. I could not afford what Mike offered back then called Butterfly Marketing. It was a software and his manuscript. I could not afford it, but I got the money together to buy his manuscript. I started reading that manuscript. I printed it out at work because at the time I was a purchaser for General Electric GE rail car in downtown Chicago. I printed it out. It was thick. I read it on the Metro from downtown Chicago to the Lisle train station and the Lisle train station for Metro in Lisle. And then I lived in Bolingbrook. That was a 45-minute trip. I read that thing from Mike Phil-Same 7, 8, 9, 10 times. I implemented what I learned from Mike. Mike didn't know who the hell I was. I was still a purchaser. I could not afford his software. And so I found this script. There was a no email safe list script. I bought it for like $7, $8. This is 2006. I used what I learned from Mike Phil-Same in his manuscript. I hired a programmer. I didn't know nothing. Guys, I didn't know nothing. I was just went on this, a gut feeling. I hired a programmer from Digital Point that still exists, a forum called Digital Point. The guy was a kid. It was a kid, paying him like $7 an hour, $6 an hour. This was 2006. I started developing I bought a no email safe list script. Excuse me. I launched my first advertising site because I learned instead of digging for gold, I started selling the shovels, selling the picks, selling the axes. I started giving away free advertising. That's what helped me start making money in this thing called internet marketing. That set me on a path. I started making more money than my job. Next thing you know, by September of 2007, fast forward a year or so, I quit my job. I've never looked back. I started creating digital products. I started training people. People started hiring me to teach them how to do stuff online and build their email list and build websites and do this and do that and do masterminds. And then I got into e-commerce through t-shirts in 2013. And then I started blowing it up in 2014. I launched a case study that made multiple people millionaires. And a lot of them never said nothing, but I know they did. I made a case study. I shared it with a group of people in a Facebook group called the Lab or something like that. Okay. It was a Facebook group of Don Wilson. The Laboratory is what it was called, because he had a course way back called Facebook Ads Cracked, because he cracked the code. I shared a case study that I can show you, but I won't. He knows who he is. He owns a company, and I have the message where he told me, Frank, we never could understand what was going on. Thank you. I made $2 million from what I shared with this group. Listen, if I can do this, you can do this. That's all I'm telling you, man. I'm a college dropout. I'm a father of 6, right? We have 3 boys, me and Nancy, my ex-wife, and I have a daughter who's 26, and we have a niece and nephew who we raised like our own. I'm a college dropout. I'm no more special than you. Okay? I used to be in a gang. I used to do stupid stuff. I was 1 DWI away from prison. If I can do this, you can do this. So with that being said, get excited, get pumped up, be part of the Groove family, get into the group. You have questions, get in there and answer. Instead of waiting on support to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours, ask it in the group. It gets approved. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's something that's like spammy or whatever, they're not going to approve it. But get in there, ask for help. And there's already thousands of people that are so helpful. Okay, get in here, become part of the family. Know that you're not alone. No one is alone. I know what's going on in this world the last 2 years. A lot of people feel like they're alone and they don't have any options and they're frustrated. You're not alone. You're part of the Groove family. You're part of this community. Take action, get excited, and do the work, though. Do the work and know that it is work. This is not something free that's going to fall out of the sky, right? Chris Gardner said, the cavalry ain't coming. It's up to you. So anyway, with that being said, this is Frank Salinas on behalf of Groove, Mike Filsame, Matt Serrata, John Cornetta, Donna, and the whole Groove family. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me for these last 2 hours. And listen, if it can happen for Mike, John, Matt, Donna, Simone, and everyone here at Groove, it can happen for you. Have a great Happy New Year. Enjoy your family time. But as soon as you get a chance, get back at it. Get back on the horse. And go for your dreams. With that being said, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great one. Happy New Year, guys.